Bicycle and bridge is just like scissors and bridge, where we have the pelvic placement in the hands and we have the pelvis as far away from the shoulders as possible. This is very challenging to do, but what I have found and my clients have found is that the more skilled we get at this, the less work we feel in the neck. And there's almost this weightlessness feeling across the shoulders and the head. And if you could visualize a muscle going along the back side of the arm, across the shoulders, front and back, that's what you start to feel balance where the pelvis is placed. So it actually gets to be a quite comfortable position when you get the hang of the coordination and the pelvic and shoulder placement. The most uncomfortable part for most of us is the hand because it is a lot of work on the hands. So bicycle, as you can see here, we have a bent and a straight leg position. And we just went into the pelvic press transition, and we'll just give it a second here. So here we have the bicycle, and when we're in bicycle, we're looking to see if we can bend and straighten the leg. Now I want you to notice that when we bend the knee, we're bringing the heel towards the sit bone. In both directions, this is the case, because we don't want to be bending our leg and straightening our leg up to the ceiling. We're really trying to scrape low away from it, especially here on the reverse, where we bend the knee from the leg overhead first. Sometimes when we have our pelvis above the head or above the brain, we want to kick our knee up to the ceiling. Now, balance-wise, it's going to be easier to bring your knee up to the ceiling, but like I said, you're going to try to stay really low. The transition that you're seeing here is something that just happened to me one day because I actually lost my balance and my foot hit the floor, and I was like, oh, pelvic press would be really fun after this exercise. So that's why I've left it in, and it's really fun. You kind of feel acrobatic, and if you are a civilian like me, in the Pilates community, if you're a non-dancer, we're called civilians. If you're a civilian like me, this is kind of a fun transition to do because you feel like really graceful and athletic and acrobatic and like a dancer. Begin in a supine position, legs bent or straight. Make a butt belly contraction, bringing the legs overhead and then placing the pelvis in the palms of the hand, wrapping the fingers around the back side of the hip or along the outside. We're going to bring the legs up to the ceiling, find the balance point, and then bend the right knee towards your face and extend your left leg as far away from you as possible. We're going to begin bicycle by straightening the right leg over our head, reaching as far as we can through the back of the knee as we bend the left knee, and then the right leg is going to circle up to the ceiling as the left thigh comes towards the face, extending the left knee as the right leg reaches down towards the floor without falling. Drag the right knee into a bent position overhead as the left leg reaches up to the ceiling and then extends from the hip far away from your face. Extend the right leg overhead and then bending the left leg as the right leg reaches to the ceiling, extending the left knee over your face as you reach the right leg as far away from you as you can without falling. One more in this direction, bending the right knee as we reach the left leg up to the ceiling, and then lowering towards the floor as far as we can without falling, extending that right knee as we go. Stay here for the reverse. Bend your right knee as the left leg comes up to the ceiling, the left leg reaches overhead, the right leg is lengthening, straightening from the knee and the hip as far away from you as you can, reaching the right leg up to the ceiling as you bend the left knee, pushing that left shin away from you, far away from your face as the right leg comes toward your face. Bending the right knee as the left leg reaches up to the ceiling. The left leg comes over your face as you reach the right leg away, lengthening through the knee and the hip. And then bending the left leg, bringing the right leg up to the ceiling as we bring the left leg towards the mat and then lowering the left foot onto the floor, preparing for the next exercise, which is pelvic press. The right leg comes up to the ceiling. We place the right foot on the floor and then release the fingers onto the floor, keeping the hips lifted and then rolling down one vertebra at a time.